Welcome to Coffee and Cremation with Tracy Allen. Grab your cup of coffee or favorite beverage and join me as we discuss what you need to know about pre-planning your final arrangements. Greetings and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Cremation. Now, many of you that know me, you know that I'm always talking about pre-need planning, getting your plan put in place before you need it. So have you ever wondered what would happen if you needed it? Like, does this really work? So I'm so excited because I have a guest on today that has witnessed it. All right. So first thing, I am Tracy Allen and I am a pre-need planning advisor. My job is to help you to put a plan in place now so that whenever you die, whenever that is, your family, your loved ones are not stuck trying to take care of the details with a broken heart. So thank you for joining us today. I have an awesome guest on board with me. I have Mr. Declan Oceguera. My guest is the host of the Visionary Voyager Show and co-author of the popular Porto's Secrets Revealed, an archaeology-based guidebook series. And now Declan has lived in LA, San Fran, San Diego, Chicago, New York City, and now happily calls Villanova de Gaia, Porto, Portugal, his home. Welcome, Declan.
You're so funny. Yes.
Welcome.
Gaia. We just call it Gaia, but yes.
All right. Hey, this brain, sometimes it works right, sometimes it doesn't. But we do the best we can over here. So let me ask you, welcome to Coffee and Cremation. What is in your cup?
I have a tea because it's nighttime here. So I can't have coffee now. But now I'm having Melissa tea. Some kind of herbal tea.
Okay, yes. Awesome. I just got some hot chocolate.
I like hot chocolate.
And I love my cup. It says, see the good in all things. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
See the good in all things. Yes.
Very nice.
All right. Thank you. Well, welcome. And so let me ask you, I gave the little blurb and everything, but tell me a little bit more about who you are. What you got going?
Yeah. So I live in Porto, or Gaia. Gaia is a part of Porto. Porto's the second biggest city in Portugal. I almost said in the United States. I was like, that's not right. I forget where I am sometimes. But yes, I live in Portugal now, and what you're seeing in the background is actually what is behind me. That's my view.
Okay, let me see. Lovely.
Yes, that's the Douro River. So if you've ever had port wine, it came down this river at some point.
Okay.
The region that it comes from. So I'm here, and my company is called the Visionary Voyager, and we are a media content company. We produce videos, a show called the Visionary Voyager Show, where I interview digital nomads and expats around the world, talking about how they created their global citizen lifestyle. We're working on a series of ebooks, which are tour guides for Porto here. We do consulting for people that are coming to visit or those who are moving here, and to help them get acclimated to what it's like to be an expat in the city.
Nice.
So all the things we do.
Nice. Okay. Well, I am so glad that you found some time to squeeze me in so that we can talk about a couple of things, because you got a lot going on, and that's very powerful. I'm sure that many people are grateful to have someone like you when they've decided that they want to actually live there. It may be beautiful, but I know I would be like, oh my gosh, where do I even get started to navigate everything that's going on and the things that I need and stuff like that. So awesome. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you, in 2021, the end of 2021, you came to one of my seminars. And so what inspired you to come out?
Well, really hearing you talk about the need to have a plan and being very curious. I knew already that I wanted to be cremated, but I didn't know how any of that worked and what was going to happen. And especially at that point, right after we had come through that period of time where there was a lot of discussion of things happening.
Yes,
um,
2020. Yes, I know it well.
yes. So I guess it was, very much top of mind, and so it just made sense, to go see what you had to say and to learn something. And I'm glad I went
Yeah.
because, you know, it led me to signing up.
Yeah, yeah. And you brought your friend along with you at that time?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so I hear that he wasn't necessarily a willing participant, but was happy to come have some food.
Yes, he wanted some pie and cornbread and yeah, he wasn't so sure that that was the thing he needed to hear about, but
Uh-huh.
like, hey, you're gonna get a free lunch. You might as well come anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm especially glad that he did, and that he did end up, getting a plan as well, because
Mhm.
subsequently that plan was needed for
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was mind blowing for me when you let me know because you had already moved to Portugal
yeah,
and you notified me that you had just found out that he passed and so Cody is gone now, but here it is. He did have the plan. And
yeah,
so that was just so such a good thing that we had done this. You got him to get there, and
yeah.
because I'm sharing with you that people need to put this in place because we don't know when we're going to go.
Right.
And it was such a huge blessing to his family. So I'm so glad that you convinced him to come out and hear that information. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder too. I don't know what they would have done, but we knew his wishes, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
they honored those wishes,
Right.
but they really wouldn't have known. They would have. Who knows? They might have taken a different direction. But he,
Yeah.
at least, it's nice to know that he got exactly what he wanted, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, his brother actually had said, we don't even know what he wanted. And
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, he wanted cremation. He has a plan put in place. And so everything just kind of fell in place around that time while I was talking to the one brother. The other brother was finding out that he was able to get the card. The medical examiner found the card in his wallet. Like
right.
something that I always tell folks, right? Keep
Yes.
that card with you.
Yeah.
But as far as you had the plan, and since you decided to take off and move to Portugal, so what happened there?
Well, I mean, my plan was to be on vacation, right? I didn't
Right?
know I was going to move here, but things happened and that
Yeah.
changed. Like it became clear I would live here. Meanwhile, I still had the plan, and had thought that it was uh, effective for living here, but then we found out that nope, it's not. And that's when you helped me to get it handled. And so I think usually testimonials are about why someone should sign up for something or buy something, right?
Right.
Because the product is so great or whatever the case may be. In this case, it like I had a great experience with you, but then I had to very sadly stop being a customer because it's not effective for me. It doesn't work for, it doesn't cover me in Portugal.
To live
Um,
in Portugal. Now, if
to
you were still
living in
just
Portugal.
traveling, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Living here, and so you helped me get that taken care of in terms of terminating the plan. But the thing that I wasn't expecting was when you said I would receive everything I paid into the plan back. And that blew my mind because I just figured, well, I was paying for it monthly going in. So I just assumed it covered those months and that was that, right? I just wouldn't pay anymore. But no, I got, it's refundable, and so I think that says a lot about the company,
Hmm.
that they're willing to do that. I mean, I don't even know a business that would do that.
Hmm.
It really blew my mind, and you helped arrange all of that. I didn't have to do anything, and the refund came very, like you said, within 15 days, and that's exactly what happened. So very impressive, and I wish that it worked in Portugal because I would happily be paying still.
Yeah, I wish it did cover you, even though you're living over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that you were able to have it and have coverage, you know,
Yeah.
and that you're able to share this information with everyone. So thank you so much for taking time to do that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. So now we're going to close out here in a moment. So, but before we do, tell us a little bit more about the Visionary Voyager. Like, how can people follow you and learn more from you?
Yeah. So if you are interested in travel and seeing what other cities in the world look like, you can get to know what Porto is like here in Portugal by checking out videos on the Visionary Voyager YouTube channel. And also, my link tree is there in the description, and so you'll be able to see the rest of what I'm up to. But yeah, just check out the Visionary Voyager channel.
Okay.
The show that I'm producing will also appear on the channel as well, and that's going to be fun. So that's going to be me talking to people all around the world who are living the
Mhm.
global citizen lifestyle. So you'll get a peek into what it's like to work or live
Mhm.
permanently in another part of the world and do your thing.
Yes. Well, hey, one of these days, maybe I'll get a chance to come to Porto Gaia.
Come to Porto. It's beautiful.
I know. I see it. What's the weather like over there all the time? Most of the time.
It's sort of like San Diego, actually. In the summer, yeah. In the winter, it's kind of like San Francisco. So
Mm.
it's like
Mhm.
it's like this mix between the
Right.
two.
Okay.
So thankfully, though, we're moving more into the spring and summer period, and it's getting warmer, and trees are blooming, and birds are chirping. So I'm very happy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all of that. Um, I'm going to go ahead and share that if someone is interested in talking to me about pre-planning, definitely reach out to me. You can either call or text me 619-719-1484. Send me a text. Let me know that you'd like to connect and learn more about planning. And also, if you would like to attend one of our seminars, because we do seminars throughout California and some other states, but here in San Diego for the next couple of weeks, we've got Red Lobster in Mira Mesa. We've got Red Lobster, the sports arena area, and we've got Novo Brazil in Imperial Beach. So if you want to come out, have lunch, and learn what this is all about, and definitely get your plan because we don't know when we're going to go. And this will help the people that are left behind so that they're not having to stress
Yeah,
at that time of grieving. Okay.
no,
So
no
get your
joke.
plan, you guys. Declan, thank you
Yes,
so much for coming on the show, and
you're
I'm wishing
welcome.
you all the best in
Thanks
everything
so
that
much.
you do.
Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
go get your red lobster and go for the food, but leave with a plan. It'll
With a
pay
full
off in
belly and
ways.
peace of mind.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we shall talk to you guys another time. Come back next week for the next week's show. Coffee and cremation. We're out. Bye, you guys.
No.